Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Phil's Monday Movie Review. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you're here. And my recommendation for this week is the one, the only, well, I don't know about only because of, sequels and stuff. But anyways, my recommendation for this week is Jurassic Park. Yeah, two Spielberg films back to back. Last week was Raiders of the Lost Ark, and this week is Jurassic Park. And yeah, what's up with that, right? Call me a Spielberg fanboy, I really don't care, that's all fine. But I was lurking around the internet, and I noticed that Jurassic Park turns 30 years old this month. 30 years old. Wow. I don't feel old. I don't feel old at all. In fact, I feel ancient. Yes, I feel ancient because I actually remember seeing this movie in theaters with my mom and dad. I was 5 years old, and yeah, Jurassic Park and Batman Returns are probably the two most earliest movie theater experiences that my memory can serve me. Yeah, 30 years old. That is wild because I've seen this movie many times, and it has been a while since I've seen it. So in honor of the 30th anniversary, I revisited Jurassic Park. And wow, there's just so much to dissect in this movie, and that is what we're about to do right now. So with all that being said, let's get started. Jurassic Park, released in 1993. Happy 30th birthday, by the way. Oh man, Jurassic Park. This is one of those Spielberg films that remains in the same level of iconography as Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., and Jaws. Because of this movie, so many people, including this little kid, were able to escape their world for 2 measly hours and enter the world where dinosaurs walked on the same dirt as us humans in the modern world. This was a film that challenged the idea of what if we can play God? What if we can bring back a species of animals that, by nature, should not be able to exist in the modern world? But because of one rich billionaire and a bunch of science geeks, they were able to bring that idea to life. This film tested the idea of a potential balance between humans and dinosaurs. And this film also showed us the terrifying consequences when you don't respect that balance, that nature. I think this quote from Ian Malcolm perfectly describes one of the themes for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
This film captured all of this, and not only that, it captured it with remarkable beauty and elegance that conjured up a regal visual achievement. Even though Jurassic Park turns 30 years old this month, I can easily say that this film truly is timeless. It's one of those films that feels seasoned, but has aged very well. To this day, most of the special effects and VFX still holds up. This is one of those films where I have like an extensive knowledge on, and I will just never shut up about it. But whenever I watch Jurassic Park with a friend or a family member, I usually bring up random facts about this movie, like how originally Steven Spielberg was going to go with Phill to bring the dinosaurs back to life using stop motion animation, but at the last minute, a total of 6 minutes was used on CGI dinosaurs, and the rest were animatronic dinosaurs that were developed by one of the greatest special effects artists of all time, Stan Winston. So random facts like that, I just annoyingly drop on friends whenever we're watching this movie. I can never shut up about it, and I hate that so much about myself. There's other scenes that I randomly just talk about, like when there's a scene where Lex falls through the ceiling, and the stunt double lifts up her head, and you can clearly see her head, but in post-production, they digitally added Lex's face over the stunt double's face. And yeah, I can make like a 2-hour documentary on random facts about Jurassic Park, but we're not here to do that. I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes, so let's keep going. Just like in my last video, I'm gonna go ahead and nerd out on Steven Spielberg again. Steven Spielberg, once again, my boy, was just pumping out banger after banger after banger around this time in his career. Spielberg was already known as cinema's most famous film director, and anything that his name was attached to was instantly going to put asses to seats. Spielberg was his own genre, man. So when it came to this dinosaur movie that was being directed by our boy Steven, the hype was running wild. Steven Spielberg didn't just direct a film about dinosaurs. He created art. His passion for this project was oozing all over the place. Steven took us to this island, this beautiful oasis, and showed us the beauty and terror of a world where humans and dinosaurs coexist. Because of Steven's direction, his guidance, his vision, we were able to be mystified and question the idea, should dinosaurs live among us? Among the current human race? Because of Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park was able to truly feel magical. When it comes to Jurassic Park, I truly believe that Steven Spielberg is the backbone of this film. His vision really made me feel the magic of storytelling. Because of Spielberg, I get goosebumps every time I watch the Brachiosaurus scene, the T-Rex scene, and of course the raptors in the kitchen scene. But Steven Spielberg isn't the only element that makes Jurassic Park the unforgettable gem that it is. If Spielberg is going to be the backbone of Jurassic Park, then I can easily say that John Williams is the soul. When you and a friend have a conversation about Jurassic Park, what are some of the major talking points? For me, it's the music. John Williams. John fucking Williams. In my last video on Raiders of the Lost Ark, I didn't dive too much onto John Williams, and I'm making sure that I won't make that mistake with this video. John Williams does this thing where he conjured up one of the most recognizable pieces of music, not just in cinema, but I think in human history. Everyone knows the Jurassic Park theme. It's one of those cases where the music didn't have to go as hard as it did, but holy shit, it did. The scene where our heroes see a dinosaur for the first time, the swelling of the music after John Hammond says,
"Welcome to Jurassic Park."
Man, oh man, the score developed by this maestro is one of the main reasons Jurassic Park is a majestic piece of cinema. Jurassic Park without John Williams is like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without jelly. I mean, can you imagine a world without John Williams in Jurassic Park? Kind of hard to believe. And the score for Jurassic Park is just one of the main reasons why this film brings a big fat smile to my face. Every time I listen to the John Williams score, I'm left looking like Jeff Goldblum sitting in the Jeep with a big smile on his face and sitting in utter disbelief on how beautiful art can really be. Looking back and revisiting Jurassic Park is always a goddamn pleasure. Man, coming back to this world, this emotion, this experience, this anomaly is always going to manage to brighten my day. The characters in this masterpiece are unforgettable, from the strong and wise presence we feel from Sam Neill's Alan Grant, to Laura Dern's Ellie Sattler and her constant wonder and tenacity, all the way to my boy Jeff Goldblum and his unforgettable and glorious laugh. These characters were brought in to challenge, to test the idea of whether or not this whole dinosaur thing is a good idea. Some of these characters see capitalistic opportunities. Others would sit and look you dead in the eye and say,
That's what you call discovery. I call the rape of the natural world.
To close out this video, I just wanted to take another minute in showing my respect, hell, my gratitude to this whole movie for existing. This film, this experience changed the whole damn course for so many people out there, and it certainly did to this kid. From the special effects provided by Stan Winston and Phill Tippett, to the visual effects that still hold up today. From the massive locations and sets, to the cast, the screenplay, to John fucking Williams, man. And of course, to Steven Spielberg. Look, I don't have much to say about the sequels, but for Jurassic Park celebrating its 30th anniversary, I just wanted to take a minute and say, thank you. Jurassic Park is a groundbreaking masterpiece that sucks me right in every time I watch it. It's one of those films where I just stare in awe, in absolute awe. It truly is a visual achievement, and it pioneered many aspects of filmmaking. For the last 30 years, Jurassic Park is a Steven Spielberg classic that remains important to me. And I also think it remains important to the culture, and I think it remains important to overall movie fans. So, happy 30th birthday, Jurassic Park, and thank you for 30 years of memories and 30 years of magic. Seriously, I love the shit out of you. Thank you. And with all that being said, Jurassic Park is absolutely 100% pure cinema. But that is it for Phil's Monday movie review and Jurassic Park. Have you seen it? Chances are you probably have seen it. It's one of cinema's most popular films of all time. So if you have seen it, what's your favorite thing about it? What do you love most about Jurassic Park? Is it the action? Is it the visuals? Is it the music? Let me know down below. Let's talk about it. And be sure to tune in next week where we talk about another movie. But until then, thanks for stopping by. Take care, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.